Good morning, Talkback. I'm Savannah Latham, and this is Walt.
How you doing today? And today we have the illustrious Vice President Sales, Pat Galvin, with us today.
Well, thanks for having me. I'm honored to be a part of your Talkback edition for this quarter.
Yes, sir.
Excited about it, and look forward to answering your questions.
We want to thank you for coming by, as you always do. As an employee, it really means a lot to everyone on the floor to have someone of your stature at an executive level to come and actually take the time and be personable with all of us. So again, we want to thank you for taking the time out.
Well, I think that's part of our culture. I mean, I think if you were coming to my office, wherever I might be, you would come by and make me feel, well too about my job. And it's the unspoken truth. We all work for FedEx, and we want to lift each other up and encourage people, whatever job we might have here at FedEx. So it's my pleasure to come by. As you guys know, I'm in Memphis probably more than I'm at home in Dallas.
So starting out, Pat, one thing that we will all want to know is being A's. What would you define as an executive, as a successful A's?
I really want you to be the best you can be, taking your strengths and applying them to this job, because we hired you knowing you had certain skill sets, and really letting them flow and be applied and then having success. It's not always about being the best in the building, but being the best you can be for the team.
Absolutely. So with the FY19 coming to a close, overall, what are your thoughts?
Well, we've had our challenges, and we are striving to overcome those. And I think full steam ahead for FY20, because I think we've done a lot of things in FY19 to prepare ourselves for, even though it's going to be a challenging year, I think we have the opportunity to make it really successful. So we introduced a lot of things in FY19.
We did.
We introduced ambition, right? And we introduced EverString, so it gave us greater access to knowledge about our customers before we call them in a quick way. And that's what our small customer is looking for from us, that knowledge, and that entrepreneur who needs that information to make good business decisions. We're providing it for them. So I think we had a real good FY19 in that sense.
Could you give us maybe some of your purple chips?
Yeah. You guys know I always have purple chips every year to start on. And this year it's going to be to meet revenue plan, right? Because I would like to see us pay out AIC to all of our non-variable comp employees. They're counting on us for that. If we deliver on that, then they get the benefit too. And they're working just as hard as we are, so we've got to deliver on that this year. I really like us to take all those things that we introduced last year, EverString, Ambition, and our specialists, and make it core to what we do, second nature to using those tools successfully before we start doing something new or introducing something new. We didn't even talk about the fact that we launched Lightning this year. A whole different resource for us, and we did it seamlessly. I mean, we trained on it for a couple months, and then we pulled the Band-Aid off, and everybody uses it, and it works really well. So staying to the fundamentals there. And then third and foremost, we're beginning a reconstructive phase in 20. And that's going to impact most all of our buildings this upcoming year. And I'd like to turn the question back around to you. You guys have had a chance, and you can see it hopefully in the background. We have lower cubes here on part of the floor here in Memphis. What have you seen? Because part of your floor is still in the higher cubes.
I'm in the higher cube, and I'm excited for the short cubes. I think the energy that it will bring, the natural light, especially with the ambition going off, being able to use the resources, with the specialists being right here, I'm excited for it.
Being with the shorter cubes, now I could see the floor. If I had a bad call, I could stand up and kind of feel and hear other people having good calls. So it actually gave me more motivation for my next call. And then ambition kind of drives you in a different way, because sometimes you hear people on your team's music going off, so you look up like, oh, Jerome had an opportunity, or oh, Kanisha had to close, or Jake just finished his 10 emails, let me go ahead and speed up my day as well and get on the ball. So I just think all the changes, just like we talked about yesterday, sometimes you just have to embrace them. And what you think is a negative actually turns out into a positive, just how you perceive it.
Yeah.
So,
instead of the change curve, it's the opportunity curve, right?
Exactly.
And what's possible? What does that possibility curve look like? You really feed off of other people's energy to want to do better. And there's nothing more motivating than to look up and see somebody else or listen to hear somebody else's song go off, right? Or their theme song, and you haven't heard yours yet today, and you're going, wait a minute, I want mine to be the first theme song heard in the morning or in the afternoon or whatever. So it's really making sure as we look at 20, our purple chips are using the tools that we've launched, using them effectively, make them second nature, and making business plan, and then finally, revisiting our facilities.
Last question. With competitors like UPS and new competitors like Amazon coming in, do you have any tips on competitive selling with these companies?
Well, I think the biggest, we're always, the whole phenomenon of Amazon is still yet to be played out. But we do see a lot of changes starting to occur in the industry. Marketplaces popping up, our corporate strategy on how to provide and be in relationship with them and offer them rates that they could position with their customers who happen to be our customers. We have to really think about that from a strategic standpoint, but as it rolls down to our team members, the difference maker every day, the difference between FedEx and Amazon, the difference between FedEx and UPS, the difference between USPS and FedEx, the difference between DHL and FedEx are you, our salespeople. Our customers still count on that relationship. Our services are of the highest quality and standard in the industry. But the difference maker at the end of the day is you. And you working together in collaboration with your teammates in field sales is so critically important. And staying focused on building relationships and nurturing those relationships and valuing that customer and them seeing you as a solution, not as just a person who comes to solve problems for them, but somebody who's going to bring knowledge to them. That's the difference maker. You separate us from our competition. I certainly want to thank you guys for inviting me to the show today.
Thanks for being here.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank
pleasure.
you.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.